I think the others are going to join, and let's then begin. Anya, we can start, I think.
Okay. I will let you know when we start.
Yeah.
We started. We're live.
Okay. All right. Welcome to everyone to Hub Education 3. We have an excellent and quite exciting lineup of the courses. We will be having 5 courses or 5 presentations in this particular hub, and the range is very varied. So hold on to your seat belts and here we go. I hope Shaelja is ready because it is her presentation first. She has developed the course where she talks about instruction design and instruction as a design. She herself is a professional and trained instructional designer, and she has really developed a very nice OER. So over to you, Shaelja. You can start sharing your screen. I will be muting myself and requesting all the other members also to mute their audios as well as videos. So we'll have 10 minutes, and please let the questions flow in the chat.
Thank you.
Poonam, can you just, just a moment. Poonam, can you mute yourself, please?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Shaelja, please go ahead. I hope you can see the share screen at the bottom.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Can I switch off my camera till then so that?
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll share my screen now. Thank you. Please let me know when you see.
Yes, your screen is visible. Yes.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay. I'll start now. Yeah, so hello everyone. I am Shaelja Mishra. I am an instructional designer and I did my MSc e-learning from SNDT Women's University. And today I'll be presenting our MOOC on instruction as design, which is built under the mentorship of my mentor, Dr. Ramesh Sharma from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, Delhi, and under the guidance of our hub coordinator, Dr. Rajita Deshmukh. So we'll get started. So this is a 4-week massive open online course titled Instruction as Design, and it focuses on harnessing the potential of the field of instructional design for social impact. So the course goals focus on empowering our learners to recognize the potential and scope of this field in solving the problems around us, and how by understanding the systematic and practical approaches specific to this field, and by developing an extensive field-specific vocabulary so that they can effectively communicate such innovative ideas and designs to the respective stakeholders. Meanwhile, they will also learn to know about and appreciate the social impact that instructional design is creating in fields beyond education and across all SETs. So hence, our target audience are of course instructional designers, and also others associated with the field, like instructors, teachers, trainers, educators, and students of these fields. And in fact, anyone who wants to peek into this field of instructional design in this world and wants to transition to this world, everyone will find something or the other useful for them in this course. Now we'll get to the structure of the course. The course has 4 modules over 4 weeks. The first module deals with what exactly is instructional design, how it has evolved as a field over time, what it means to work as an instructional designer, that is what the skills involved, what are the responsibilities, and also what it means to work with an instructional designer. What expectations can you have for them? The second module comes to problem solving with instructional design, that is what kinds of problems can be solved with the field, what parts of problems can be solved, and what are some innovative approaches to come up with practical solutions. Then, in the third module, we deal with the delicate balance of theory and practical experience that is involved in instructional design. And as we come to the fourth module, the final module, we are combining the knowledge gained from these three modules to get insight into some case studies that how it is creating some impact in SDGs beyond the education, across many SDGs given by United Nations. And as this learning material is given in form of downloadable and easily accessible OERs, we also have many interactive activities on the way and discussion boards to make sure that learner is not isolated, but they are a part of a community and contributing over and above the knowledge which is given. We'll see more into it, but before that, we will see the connection with SDGs. So as you can know from the course goals and learning objectives, the focus is on SDG 4, which is quality education. But along with it, the course content also touches upon other SDGs through its case studies. So as I mentioned that we also have case studies on how instructional design is impacting on other SDGs as well. So we are touching upon elimination of poverty, gender equality, reduced inequalities, and peaceful and peace, justice, and strong institutions. And we also see from our learners that they are coming up with the motivation to learn from this course and then come up with more innovative solutions in their educational institution or at their workplace. They want to understand and expand on their responsibilities as professional instruction designers or whatever associated role they have in instructional design. In that aspect, it is also touching upon decent work and industry innovation SDGs. Now we come to the implementation of the course of the MOOC. So thanks to my mentor, Dr. Sharma, and thanks to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, we could create and launch this course on the Ambedkar University Learning Portal, which is LMS, Moodle LMS. And because of being on Moodle, we could host the content in a variety of formats. We could see the engagement of our learners, and most importantly, we could open it for self-enrollment. So we circulated the self-enrollment link, and by filling this small form, the learner could directly get entry into the course. So we build it like a self-paced course. So here's a glimpse of the promotion flyer that we circulated for our learners, and we also gave a self-enrollment guide along with it, just in case some learners are not acquainted with the Moodle platform and enrolling on it. So for the accessibility point of view. Now we come to the OERs which are developed for the course. So as you can see on the screen, we have a range of OERs. So videos, comic strips, booklets, timelines, information cards, worksheets, infographics, and many more. And as in this range, most of them are adapted from existing OERs. For example, there was one OER which was a long YouTube lecture. It was turned into a comic strip because it seemed to be more appropriate for the content. There were some OERs which were large blocks of academic language text only. So they were turned into more engaging booklets with reflection exercises on the way. So in that way, they were adapted. And some from fields of design thinking and project management, they were contextualized to instructional design. In that way, they were adapted. At the same time, respecting their own Creative Commons licenses. According to their licenses, they were given the license. And if some resource was developed, for example, you can see here the timeline is developed through Padlet. With every such resource, there was always a downloadable and shareable version. And each resource is such that it is a self-sufficient unit. It can be shared individually, not necessarily as a part of the course, but it can also be shared by our learners further to other people as individual units. And to give a number, there were 21 OERs adapted and created, and 9 was shared unmodified. And whatever they were created, they had a CC attribution, non-commercial, share-alike license. Now, along with our OERs, we have many interactive activities, and all these activities, they were all embedded in the flow of the course itself. So learners never have to be redirected or log into another tool. It's a seamless experience. They are always in the flow, and whenever there is a new tool introduced for such, for example, a discussion board or interactive hotspot, always user manuals are provided in case the learner is new to it, and so there is no issue in the accessibility. For that, user manuals were provided. So now we will go by the numbers, and all the data that I'm going to share now is from our Moodle analytics and a pre-course survey that we took for our learners. So we have 60 plus learners. So at the time of creating this PPT, they were around 63 learners, and they are gradually increasing. Around 6 learners are just on the verge of completion, and all the learners are actively involved, and they are at the various stages of the learning journey. And as you can see from the map, we have learners across the various continents, and even within a continent. For example, in Africa, we have learners from north, east, west, south, so from Kenya, Egypt, Tanzania, South Africa, and from a particular country also. So we have been many learners from India, and they are also from various parts of India. We have from Guwahati to Hyderabad, Pondicherry to Dehradun, Mumbai, Delhi, Bhagalpur. We have learners, learners from various parts of the world found the course relevant to them. If we go by the professional context, that is their pre-instructional knowledge that they came in with, so we can say that the course has proved to be comprehensive enough. Yes. So if you look at the previous experiences and qualifications of the learners, I would say that the course has proved to be comprehensive enough for the novice, and also the doctorals and the experts have also found something good to take up from the course. If we go by the professional context of the participants, we can see that we have a variety here as well. Most of them university faculties. We also have instructional designers, either freelancers or from educational institutions. We have trainers, we have teachers, educators. So everyone is finding things relevant for them in the course. Yeah. We'll now go beyond numbers. Like what are the motivations that the learners have told us that with which they have joined the course? Many are seeing as their entry, a peek into the world of instructional designers. So they are discovering the field through it. Many are already in the field and they want to upskill. They want to also expand their responsibility to making a social impact with their skills. For some, it is a personal learning target. It is a part of their lifelong learning journey. For many are excited to access these open educational resources and share it with other people, or their learners and their colleagues as well. As you saw, many are university faculties and trainers, so they want to transfer the learning. They want to apply this learning to their own classrooms. And a couple of learners have also shared that they are themselves building some online courses. So they want to get inspiration for their courses from this participation in this MOOC. So it is not just the content that is helping people, but it is also the design of the MOOC that is proving to be useful. And I'm happy to share that some learners are really excited to give us feedback. So they jumped to the post survey and they have given us their positive feedback. And they found not just the content, but also the assessments, the prompts in the discussion forums, and the exercises very useful and engaging for them. So thank you so much to our learners for such appreciation. Now, if I talk about impact in one line, I would like to share Miss Autumn Keynes of Michigan University's line in her poem that what even is an instructional designer if not human? So instructional design is beyond a buzzword. Instructional designer is not just a job description. It has huge potential to create a social impact in various fields. And this MOOC is like a catalyst in that conversation. So it is bringing in light this aspect of instructional designer, especially in this age where we have AI in everything, that this humanity of instructional designer, of being able to empathize with their other human beings and to solve their problems. This is something unique of this field which needs to be explored further and which is as important as the new trends which are coming up. And so this is the first iteration of the MOOC, and we do have plans of future for the MOOC. We will be incorporating all the constructive feedback, comments and suggestions that we are getting to make this a better course. We will also include more content on how to keep pace with new technologies like learner analytics, big data and artificial intelligence, and also make them an agent in making change through instructional design. And we, as I already discussed, that we have case studies on how instructional design is making a change in other SDGs. So we will cover even more SDGs. So right now it is limited. We will go to cover more SDGs case studies as well. So here is the trailer that was circulated along with the flyer, and I will surely share the URL for the trailer in the chat for everyone. And yeah, this was the MOOC, and I'm very thankful to my mentor, Dr. Sharma, for his guidance, and my hub coordinator, Dr. Rajita. I've learned a lot in this journey, and especially in the implementation part, there were some small details that I have got to learn about, and huge thanks to Open Education for Better World for this opportunity, and even bigger thanks to our learners who are finding this course useful and also helping us in building more knowledge over and above this through their feedback and also through their discussion forum posts. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaelja. That was very crisp, and as everyone must have noted, the characteristic, yeah, you can stop the screen share, Shaelja.
Okay.
The characteristic of Shaelja's presentations and her course, you could have made out from the presentation itself. It's very crisp and very clutter-free design. So that's one very appreciable thing that stands out in Shaelja's work. Now I would like to invite Sapna, who, again, like I said in the beginning, the range that we have in this hub is amazing. Now from instructional design, we are going into game pedagogy. So Sapna, I'll like you to take it over, where she has designed a course which incorporates games. And you would like to say more about it. You better.
Thank you. Thank you, Ajita ma'am. Should I share the screen or because I have sent it to Anja? So
I can play your video if you...
Yeah. You can play. Thank you so much.
So by the time Anya actually shares the video and the video starts playing, Sapna, be prepared to think about points which you would want to add other than the video.
Sure, sure ma'am.
The video will be played now.
Hello everyone, I'm Sapna Iyer, an educator from India and also the developer of an innovative course on game-based learning in the classroom environment. Today, I'm proud to present this valuable resource that has the potential to revolutionize the teaching-learning process. But before we begin, I would like to acknowledge my mentor, Dr. Chitra Vadke, an esteemed figure in the field of education technology, and Dr. Ajita Deshmukh, the hub coordinator of OE4BW, for their invaluable guidance and support throughout this project. This course is an open educational resource, a notable OER in the field of game-based learning. It aims to provide educators and creative leaders with practical insights into the power of game-based learning in the classroom. The course duration is 3 weeks, and our main objective is to explore the vast potential of game-based learning as an educational approach. Throughout the course, we have focused on the 3 key objectives. First, we aim to develop a deep understanding of game-based learning and its impact on the teaching and learning process. Second, we provide practical strategies for seamlessly integrating games into teaching practices. And finally, the participants learn essential principles for the effective implementation of game-based learning activities. Moreover, game-based learning aligns with the Sustainable Development Goal for quality education. It improves knowledge retention, develops critical thinking and problem-solving abilities, and cultivates a culture of lifelong learning and innovation.
The course has been successfully uploaded and is now available on Canvas for all participants to access.
The impact of game-based learning in the classroom environment is tremendous. It enhances learning outcomes by fostering active student engagement, promoting creativity and innovation, and creating personalized and inclusive learning experiences. Educators also benefit from this approach as it empowers them with game design principles and strategies.
Use of game-based learning in classroom environment. An engaging and informative flyer has been created to effectively promote the course. A captivating video advertisement was created.
Hello everyone, I'm Sapna Iyer, an educator from India. Attention dear educators, are you looking for a way to make a real difference in your students' lives? Do you want to revolutionize the way that education is approached? If you are an educator who is or wants to be creative and innovative, then here's a perfect course for you. Introducing a course on use of game-based learning in classroom environment.
And we are blown away by the incredible responses. Course syllabus.
Let's take a quick look at the course modules. In Module 1, we will learn about game-based learning and how it can be used in the classroom. We will discover the theory behind it and why it is such a powerful tool for teaching. We will also explore the many benefits it brings to students, making learning fun and exciting.
Then begins the Module 1, which delves into game-based learning theory, principles of game design, game-based learning frameworks, game mechanics, gamification versus game-based learning, and a summary of Module 1. There is a sample video attached to it to give an idea about what a game design is. Enjoy Your Learning is a fun game just to break the ice.
Moving to Module 2, we focus on game-based learning design and implementation. We explore the steps involved in designing a game and how it can be seamlessly integrated into the classroom. We cover the input, process, and output of game-based learning, providing participants with practical knowledge and skills.
Game-based learning, design and implementation. Educational games, which talks about benefits of educational games and skills promoted by games. Types of educational games.
Finally, in Module 3, we dive into the game design specifically for the classroom environment. We showcase various samples of game design, highlighting different types of games and their applications. Participants have the opportunity to watch sample videos that demonstrate how games can be effectively used in the classroom, enhancing the learning experience for students.
Game design for classroom, Module 3. Introduction and steps for game design, sample game video, samples of designing different types of games, classroom games, board games, online games, creating a digital game, creating a game through an app, moral value-based games, game-based learning platforms. Discussing how to create a game. Sample instructional videos of games.
It is a game-based learning model with 3 essential components: challenge, response, and feedback. This is a math game I use with my 5th grade students. The name of this game is Fraction Housey. First, create a list of words with silent letters that you want to use using extra cards. These cards. Welcome everyone. Learn to design a board game on area and perimeter. In this instructional video, I will walk you through the process of making a brand new game on scratch.
Now you would like to say something like welcome. So look for score.
Here's an example of an asynchronous lesson created on the Nearpod platform.
It is quite interactive. Games and quizzes.
The focus on social and educational games is also important, as these types of games can provide valuable learning opportunities for students.
Yes, very good. Very good. Abhi
This course has enhanced my skills of using the games in classroom more effectively. Kudos to the organizing team, Sapna ma'am and Chitra ma'am. And thank you very much for providing us this platform for learning and upskilling ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining me today. I truly believe that this course will make a significant impact on the global educational scenario. I invite you to explore the world of game-based learning and join me on this journey to transform education. The link to this course is shared on MI Teams for your reference. Let's create engaging and effective learning experiences for all the children across the globe. Thank you.
Thank you, Anya, for playing the video. We'll see if anything has to be added. Sapna, do you want to add anything that you think has been missed out in the video?
I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank UNESCO. I want to thank OE4BW, and I want to thank you, ma'am, for giving me this platform. Because as an educator, I have been working for 15 years, and this is the best way to display my experience.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. For the record of everyone, she teaches primary kids, and we were wondering when the course was being developed that how is she going to actually use tools and games for it. And thank you to Dr. Chitra, who is her mentor, for motivating her enough. We know that there were glitches, but yeah, successfully they have been overcome. So thank you, Dr. Chitra, for guiding her, for motivating her constantly. If there are any questions, we will be taking the questions ahead. But now let's go to the next presenter. This course is very important as such because it talks about the menstrual health, and not just menstrual health, but particularly in the tribal areas and the rural areas. So the people who are from the developing nations and the not so developing nations, that is the marginalized societies as well, would be benefiting from this. And this course has been developed by Poonam. So I would just want to see if Poonam is ready. Poonam, will you be presenting, or have you shared the video?
Yeah, I'm presenting. Yeah.
Okay, so Poonam, over to you. The floor is all yours, and you can present your course. The lovely, she had lots of glitches. I tell you, I was a witness to the parts that she had to overcome. We'll talk about that later, but over to you. Present it now, Poonam.
Yeah, so thank you for giving me this platform, and I'm sharing my screen, and just let me know if it's visible.
Not yet.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah. So by the time Poonam shares her screen, I will just allow everyone to have a peek into the difficulties that she has had. The thing is that she had to actually develop the course material for a specific set of students. Yeah. Okay. So now she's on. I'll continue later.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible. You'll have to go into the slideshow zone.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My presentation is on breaking barriers, empowering the rural and tribal girls for better menstrual hygiene and mental health. So my mentor is Miss Deborah Leal. And I have been constantly guided by Dr. Ajita Deshmukh. And my initial plan was that I will directly go to these females who are in tribal area, because I live near to the area where these tribal girls were there. And we had an initial in-depth interview with them to understand that what they are undergoing. But then it was realized that it will be very difficult because they are not very digitally sound. So so I was given idea by Miss Deborah, other people in group, and Dr. Ajita, that if we can train students, teachers, and people who want to work in this area, and then they can impart the knowledge on the physical mode or in person to these tribal girls. So this is how we have conceptualized the course, and it was excellent idea. And the duration of the course which I kept is 21 hours, and I have kept it as a self-paced course. Currently, I started the course, but currently, it is still running. And for some technical reasons, I will share it. It is put on hold for some time. So then the target group profile we included is adult students, educators, and community workers, which are interested in becoming women's health and well-being educators. And I thought that language we will be keeping Hindi, English, and initially. So this is the course background. So the course was conceptualized. The motivation came from the close interaction with these tribal girls, and with my students, I have done a little need assessment with them, that what are the issues they are facing. So there is a huge need for the menstrual hygiene information to these girls. So the course is developed on a well-researched content from the WHO, World Bank, UN mental health and menstrual hygiene guidelines are taken into consideration. The course is planned to run through a single storyline by using avatar and animated video. I'll show you the glimpse of that video also. So I thought that we will not be going ahead with the traditional method of putting the resources on the website and people seeing that. But I thought, and I discussed with my mentor and Ajita ma'am also, it was well appreciated that there will be a story which will run throughout the course. The storyline will be the culturally appropriate transformation of menstrual hygiene and mental health issues, myths related to that, and misconceptions faced by the young girls in rural and tribal areas. The course will build the knowledge, attitudes, and skills of educators to conduct live session. Why I am using the word will? Because some part of the course is still under development. So the copyright or licensing is CC by SA, which I have used in my course. And the course affiliation and certification. So this one organization, that is Bharatiya Counseling Psychology Association, has agreed and welcomed that they will be taking part in certifying the people as a mental health and hygiene educators if they complete this course. So the course review. So the course is well reviewed, and I am very thankful that I have given expertise by all the team members in the group. The platform which I used is WordPress LMS Premium. I have taken for that. So I have named this website as sikho.org, which in English means learn. So this is the website which I specially had for this. So sikho.org in is the website I have developed especially for the course, which will link them to other sources, blogs and discussion on the topic. And the SDG goals which are being taken into consideration are SDG 3, that is good health and well-being, SDG 5, gender equality, SDG 10, reduced inequality, and SDG N, sustainable cities and communities. So the objectives of the course are, so I'm not going to read them in detail. First, as I said, that we started with need assessment. So assessment of need in the community was very important to understand from where we have to start. So this is one of the important objective of our course. Then demonstrate, build skills and knowledge of the people who are interested in working with the tribal girls or adolescent girls for clearing myths in related to them, and menstrual hygiene is the next level. So I used Bloom's taxonomy, that they will be able to have awareness of the issues also, and will be able to apply and conduct live sessions with the people who are in the tribal areas on field. And the expected outcomes which I kept for this course were outlining the seriousness and rationale for menstrual hygiene, reproductive health in the tribal and adolescent young girls, and assess the health and well-being needs of rural and tribal adolescent young girls, educating the rural and tribal women on menstrual hygiene, and creating a pool of health and well-being educators, collaborating to empower rural and tribal women. So that this complete model which we planned is that first we will be making the people who are going to be on the taking this course, making them aware of the importance, then building their skills, that how they can empower the female and adolescent girls in their vicinity or who are close to them through this knowledge and skills. And then the people they have trained, for example, in a village, if they have trained 5 female girls, then they will further take ahead this particular project inline, online, whatever mode they say. So this is the thing which I kept in mind, that it should not stop at certain this. So it should reach to the people actually who require it. So they will learn how to get engaged sensitively and responsibly on the issues faced by women in the margins. And yeah, so we also plan to make a handbook which is still in the pipeline. So these are the modules which which are in planning phase. The first one is ready. And as I told you that the storyline is moving from each module, where first we talk about myths, misconception, cultural context of menstruation, then how sexual health and menstruation is related to each other, and what are the biological, basics of the biological mechanism involved in that, and then what are the evidence-based and in the minimum resources, how they can keep themselves healthy and hygienic. And also a small amount of mental health was included in that, because a lot of females suffer from mental health related issue, well-being related issues, because of the menstrual and menstrual aspects. So these are the modules which are planned. So currently the course is in development stage. I rolled out the course, but I was really facing lot of difficulty in relation to technical aspect of the course. I have developed the course earlier on Canvas and MOOC, which IT Kanpur offered, but this time I thought I will be doing it on this particular website. But considering the technicality which I thought I will be handling is too much, and that's why I have halted the course for some time, because I seriously feel that someone I require with a technical background who can convert these stories into culturally appropriate animated storyline. I will just show you this. As soon as this thing is resolved, the course will be live again. First part we have completed, where there are 35 participants who have enrolled in the course, and they have completed the first level till the first level assessment. So this is the brochure which I designed. I have already informed everyone that we will be resuming soon with the next part of the course. And this is the website. You can see that become a menstrual hygiene and mental health educator for rural and tribal young girls. This is the headline of the course. And the course uniqueness, as I already told you, that it works on a model where it will be sustained through the people who are being trained in that and the end users. So this is my plan. And also there are 10 females from rural India who have agreed that once they will receive this particular training from the people who are being trained online, they will carry forward this work with the other females. So these common tools which I have downloaded, but I apologize, but I should say that it's really difficult for me to manage with them, considering time, considering technicalities. I spent 1 week understanding them. Then I thought that I will take someone who is very well versed with these technical tools. So the main difficulty which I am facing at current level is animating the story. I have done initial animation, but that's not culturally appropriate. There is difficulty in running the course on the website without technical support. There is cost involved in running the course, because website I paid, then I'm not, I have paid for that, and I will be taking technical support so that people can help me out in that. And there was some time constraint also. So my future plan is to run the course with professional help, because I really feel that the course will lose its essence if I am not doing justice to with it in a culturally appropriate manner. I will just reshare my screen and I will show you a glimpse of my work with this. You can see that. Can you see the video?
Now she likes to play and study. She has other friends in the village of the same age, and when they get time, they all play. They usually play games like hide and seek and cycling, sometimes pick animals from mother's farm. Meenakshi's father loves her very much and takes her to nearby temple every morning. Meenakshi's elder brother Shaelja joined as a primary school teacher last month. Meenakshi is a very jolly girl. She has never stopped from doing anything by her parents and brother. Meenakshi are very close.
Yeah, so this is just an example that how I want to move ahead with the story. But to get even a single avatar, like if I am getting it for the a girl who is representing tribal India or rural India, it is costing very high. So I have to go ahead with some, though I have to spend, but I want to be very culturally appropriate when I am doing all this thing. So after some time gap, I will be, customizing it according to the needs. So that's all from my side, and I am very, very glad that I have got all the support from the OER team, specifically my mentor, Dr. Miss Deborah and Dr. Ajita. In this regard, they have appreciated it, and I may require further help from them. And thank you very much for being supportive. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Poonam. We have seen your struggle right from approaching people but kudos to you and your perseverance that you were able to complete the course. And yes, definitely we look forward to your second iteration, where you will contextualize it and make it look as if it is more Indian rather than what you are actually having now. So thank you very much, and thank you to Deborah also, because we had switches of the mentor-mentee team, and you all did really very well. So this is highly appreciated. I don't think Deborah is there present just now, but yeah, we will be conveying it to her. So moving from something which is as serious as our menstrual health, we are moving now towards something which is more fun. Again, of course, it's not game, but it is toy-based pedagogy. So do we have Sonia here? Or Sonia has already sent her video. So if Sonia is not there, then we will be playing her video. So she said that she had a class. So Anya, could you play the video, or should we go to Gomati and play Sonia's video last? What do you suggest?
Yes, I suggest we move on and play the video later.
Okay. So we'll go to Gomati now. It's a very, very serious topic of organic chemistry. Yeah, we are both smiling because that's my master's topic, and it was very, very difficult for me even to call her Gomati by first name, but I have learned it in this particular round of OE for Better World, because she was always Gomati ma'am for me. But yes, so one learner who is very, what I could say is inspiring because of the way that she learns things, and ready to set up everything now. So over to you, Gomati ma'am. It's okay. Over to you, Gomati. It's your floor now.
Yeah. Thank you, Ajita. I am just trying to share. I will share my screen. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure I know how to do this, but
there is a
yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all. I will put forward my presentation. My project for the Open Education for Better World online mentoring program was entitled Learning Resources for Conceptual Understanding of Topics in Organic Chemistry. I envisaged it as a long-term program whereby I can put all the modules that I teach for both undergraduate and postgraduate chemistry. So I see it as an ongoing program. In that, my first topic was basics in stereochemistry. As organic chemists will certify, it's a very visual kind of topic, and therefore I wanted to do this topic for a long time, and therefore I thank OE4BW for giving me this opportunity. This course was mentored by Dr. Yu Wang, who is from the University of Louisiana, and it is midnight there, and so Dr. Wang expressed his inability to join us. This is the course brochure which I designed, where I popularized it as a fun-filled course. This brochure has a link by which the students could join automatically, and this was held over the month of May, from the 1st May to the 28th of May. So this course is still open, and I'll talk about it. As all of you know, organic chemistry affects our lives in many ways. It is a key to understanding several natural phenomena, and it is also essential as a strategy to solve many modern challenges, including, say, renewable energy, climate change, and so on. So the aim of this project will continue to be to ignite interest in an important topic in organic chemistry, and I try to address the UNESCO Sustainable Development Goal 4, which is quality education for all. So as all of us are designers here, instruction designers, so I mean, you know the lifespan of a course. So I articulated the learning outcomes, thought about the timelines. I spent a better part of time during this project for the search of open resources. And so the aim was not as much to create my own resources as more than putting all the available resources together. Many resources are available, but they're all scattered. The choice of the platform was important because I wanted a platform that will be flexible. I have tried other platforms in the past because I've done several other projects too. But and so this time I tried the Canvas. I have offered the course on OpenLearn, MOOCit, etc. And this time I